was a monk when I was a kid.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down.
Has there ever been anything like an activity
Like a skill?
Huh?
Interpretive dance.
Have you actually?
No, I used to breakdance when I was like 12 and I was shit. I never did any instruments. I actually did try to learn drums, but I just realized I just didn't understand rhythm. Like he was trying to teach me it, and I was like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
What do you mean?
So the first time I saw Joey, we were like in Little Tokyo or something, and I remember looking at you, and you looked at me, and we didn't say shit to each other. And I thought this motherfucker must hate me. this motherfucker hates me.
And at the same time, Garnt and I looked at each other in the eyes, and in my head, I was like, this guy definitely hates me. This guy hates my guts.
So I'm just like, man, Joey's such an arrogant piece of shit, man. I can't believe this guy.
I remember we shook hands. We were like, hi, I'm Joey, nice to meet you. You were like, hi, I'm Garnt, nice to meet you. And that was it.
And that was it. That was it.
Wow. It was so awkward.
It was.
I never heard this story.
Yeah,
It sounds like it
yeah.
was sterile meeting.
Well, because the only people who were there was Misty, Jeff, and Aki.
Yeah.
I think the time that we announced our relationship publicly, Garnt was still on his hiatus.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe.
Bro, like the reason when you announced it, that's the reason we became friends.
Yeah.
I remember this vividly because I remember we were
I
like,
remember this.
Yeah.
This wasn't in the lore of episode 1.
oh no, it's it's
the fuck?
Okay, here's what I remember. Because I think this was about the time when I was like coming back to YouTube actually, because I remember being in Thailand.
Yeah.
And I remember like coming back from this AX trip being like, Jerry's a you know, like he hates
Still
me.
true.
What a fucking shit, cat.
Still true.
Like Joey hates me, I hate him. We're just not gonna get along. He comes out to dating Aki. You hear the story about long distance relationship, and I don't know why. It's just like, oh, he's a human now. I send Jerry a message being like, yo, congratulations, man. I get it in a long distance relationship. And Joey replied. And I remember that tweet was the tweet that made me realize, oh, maybe Joey's a real one. Maybe we can get along.
Sometimes the people you think you're going to hate the most turn out to be the best friend. So I have like I said before, I have hemophilia. So I can't have like anything internal bleeding happen to me.
Yeah.
Generally, I think most people don't want that too.
No.
That's normally like a big no-no. But I literally can't have anything that even risks it.
Yeah.
I had to go like every 3 or 6 months to the hospital
Yeah.
to go and do tests just to make sure it wasn't getting worse or getting any better. Luckily, it didn't get any worse. But yeah, it was awful. I hated going. And it was just like a terrible experience because
I think it's because as well, like the atmosphere in a hospital.
Dude,
you know,
yes,
that hospital atmosphere.
So the ward that I'd always have to go to was just filled with like old people that were like dying.
Yeah.
And like some of them couldn't like even like think or talk, and it was and I felt so bad because they would talk to me and they just didn't understand. It scared the fuck out of me when I was like 13.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my god, oh Jesus.
Yeah, because it's like it's that like glimpse into a possible future, right? Of like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I could be like that one day.
I was actually in a band myself. I don't know if I've.
Were you?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever talked about this.
No, you've never.
We've never talked about.
Have I never mentioned this
Never
to you
mentioned
guys?
it. Wait, what did you even play?
What did you play?
I play guitar. The reason I wanted to learn how to play guitar in the first place is my first choice on that. It's Muse.
Oh, I love Muse. Good
I
choice.
remember the first time hearing Plug-in Baby and just hearing that riff, and like just something
Godlike.
something just clicked in my mind, and I was just like, I need to be able to play this. Yeah, maybe I'll just join the guitar. Maybe I'll just join a band for fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think we were the greatest band, but
You don't have to be.
Did you ever play?
yeah, we played like a bunch of gigs. Actually, I got like
what?
Yeah. I think the biggest crowd we played in was a crowd of like 500 to 1,000 people.
What?
The biggest gig we played was like we signed up to what was the equivalent of like a Battle of the Bands kind of deal. No. Part of the reason why I got so into Beck and why Beck was one of my
Why
my
the fuck
favorite.
didn't you say this when you were talking about Beck?
Yeah.
I think I did mention it.
you
I
didn't.
must have mentioned
You
this.
didn't know. I would remember if you were like,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, I was in a Battle of the Bands and performed for the
I think I
1,000
would
people.
remember the name 9.5 pounds.
Okay. And then I remember we were hearing some of the other bands that were playing before us,
Yeah.
and we were just like, "Fuck my life, we got to follow these guys. we got to follow these guys. What the fuck?"
Yeah.
and so I remember thinking we're not going to get on because there were a lot of other bands that were fucking better than us. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
But so we went on. We just played our songs. You know, the judges waved us off. Whatever. We didn't expect much, and so we didn't get into the Battle of the Bands. We actually became like a backup choice, just in case, you know.
Okay.
And so we went on with our lives, and then we get a call like a week before the event, and
You're in.
And they were just like, so one of the bands has dropped out, and we got an extra space in this Battle of the Bands concert. Do you wanna come on? And we're like, what the?
Oh my, this is literally Carol and Tuesday. Like that's exactly what happened in Carol and Tuesday.
This is anime, bro.
This is an anime.
So we were just like, I mean, yes, but how the fuck can we prepare in a week?
Yeah.
You know, you need to be tight. You need like the performance needs to be tight.
Tight like a tiger.
So you need a lot of practice. So we said yes, but we didn't really have time to practice the songs that we wanted to practice.
Right.
But there was like one joke song that we had practiced. We had practiced before because we didn't really have any gigs coming up, and it was
I just had sex by Lonely Island.
and it was an indie rock version of "Hit Me Baby One More Time" by Britney Spears.
that's fucking
right?
awesome.
It was "Hit Me Baby One More Time" by
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Hold it, fellas. I'm afraid you're just too dark.
And then I remember when we start playing the song, somehow the audience just like erupts, right? The audience, and because like this is not the type of audience that would listen to fucking Britney Spears.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
They're here for like fucking Arctic Monkeys. They're here for fucking Block Party, or you know,
Yeah.
like the Claxons or some shit like that. My loneliness is killing me. Silence. And like the fucking entire like concert hall just like fucking they complete the line, and it's just like I can't explain that fucking feeling.
It's better than sex.
It is like the biggest orgasm I've had in my life. Like
Poor Sydney.
And I
Right.
played live at like the Sydney Opera House once in front of like 1,000 people.
oh shit, man.
Dropping that like it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I guess I did, you know.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So basically, I used to do like music like properly.
Yeah.
And I got the chance to perform at the Sydney Opera House in front of like 1,000 people.
How
and it's
old
just
are you?
14, 15.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
Damn, that's the Asian parent's dream right
Yeah.
there, Joe.
Oh, dude.
Goddamn.
My mom has never been more proud of me. Until that moment. It's just like,
And so I look around. at what figures are available at Ashingban. I look around. There's Final Fantasy. No, Connor's definitely not played Final Fantasy.
Depends
And
which
then-
one.
Is it really?
It does.
Have you played Final Fantasy 7? No, you haven't. You
I
didn't own a PlayStation.
I haven't finished it. So I wouldn't count that.
Wait, you when?
wait, the remake?
No, the original.
You've played the original Final Fantasy 7?
I got like 10 hours in and I quit.
What? What?
What? This is 8 years ago.
I actually don't believe you.
How have you never mentioned this before?
Because I didn't finish it.
But you've played it.
Yeah, I've played it.
You know the basic concept of it.
Yeah.
Why
Wait,
have
so-
we never talked about this?
Because I didn't really like it that much.
Wait, so you've owned a PS1?
no, it's on Steam.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
so you've played it in your adult life?
Yeah, when I was like 18.
What?
Yeah. They used to go on like Steam sales all the time.
Yeah,
I got bullied for playing RuneScape.
That's awful, man.
That's because, I mean, that's how it is, right?
I mean, that's fine by me because like Gigguk, I don't know how you guys got your names. But I mean, I don't know the origin story with the anime man. I don't know how the fuck you thought of that name. But like for me, Gigguk has always just been, it was like a family nickname that my dad thought up when I was born. So like, I'm just used to it. Like if someone calls me Gig or Garnt, like my family to this day still call me Gig. So like, I'm used to hearing that. And the fact that it's pronounced like Grant. You know,
Yeah.
Garnt is it's a different like pronunciation. Would it still sound white if I remove the T?
gone.
Yeah.
no, you'd sound like a Final Fantasy character.
So yeah.
Grandes.
Yeah. So interesting fact. So my name isn't actually like Garnt.
Oh my god.
So
It's actually Grant. So we figured it out.
yeah. So the Thai pronunciation of my name is Gan. So no, because like
God.
going back to the Bookwalker emails that we first got, I think looking back, Maylin must have emailed me way earlier before I actually replied for the first time.
Yeah.
And what got me to reply was meeting you for the first time and being like, oh yeah, that email from Maylin, did you get an email from Maylin as
Yeah.
well? And I was just like, that's not a scam. That's real. That was real this entire time.
I remember.
I've just been ghosting her and deleting all the emails.
I remember. I think I sent that email to about like 3 or 4 different family members just to be like, does this look fake? Because I'm really scared to reply to this shit and get like a virus. Because like I don't even know. Luckily it wasn't, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the way that like Maylene wrote the email or what it was. Yes, I'm blaming Maylene.
Blame me.
So I got really drunk and nearly hijacked a boat with my Estonian friend in London.
Wait. You can't just say that.
I can't go into detail.
No, what-